Hello and welcome to gaming everyone, and welcome to another PES 2022 update video. I say another, we've not had many, have we? We're all waiting here, waiting to see some news on the upcoming football game. And some of us are getting a little bit worried because we're not seeing many updates. But there has been something published in Play. I only stumbled across it last night. So I'm going to read through the article and I'm going to give my thoughts and feelings on what's been said. So before we get into this video, please do consider subscribing to Welcome to Gaming. I'm on the push now to the 1K mark for the channel. It's been 6 long years doing this channel and finally seen a little bit of momentum with it. So if you can drop a sub, then that would be much appreciated. So the article that has been published has comments from Seitaro Kimura, who is a producer of eFootball PES series, been on board, I think it's pretty much since the last generation, since the Fox Engine games. And he's been commenting on the PS5, calling it incredible, and he said that the goal for PES 2022 was to get as close as possible to photorealism, which, to be fair, the Fox Engine did an incredible job, I think, with the graphics. It's one of my favourite gaming engines. Unfortunately, now it's coming up to like 8 years old, the engine, so of course they do need to move on. There's still not really been any confirmation whether or not it's going to be the Unreal Engine 4 or the Unreal Engine 5 for the next PES game. We know it's the Unreal Engine, but we don't know exactly which engine it's going to be using. Kimura said, "I think it's important to be able to experience the excitement and sense of accomplishment that football has in the game, not to mention being able to play the game in photorealism. The performance of the PS5 is incredible, and while benefiting from it, we have faced many challenges and feel we are steadily approaching the next level step. However, no matter how good the performance of the PS5 is, there are various restrictions, and therefore, I think it's an extremely difficult road to reach the next level. This is because the photorealism we aim for is exactly the reproduction of the real world itself. This includes atmosphere of the stadiums and enthusiastic supporters, the players' passionate facial expressions, the texture of their skin and hair, and detailed movement of their muscles and sweat, even the seams of their uniform. In my opinion, it's about recreating the real world itself. The definition would be reproducing live action expression. However, that alone can lead to some inorganic and imperfect world. We believe the photorealism will be complete, adding various elements to impress the users. Users know what the players look like. They've seen enthusiastic supporters and they've felt the atmosphere of the stadium. Therefore, the virtual deception is much harder. However, this is exactly the reason why we feel the challenge in this field is worth it." So it's nice to finally get a little bit of sort of insight into what the game's going. It is pretty standard fare, to be honest. This is the kind of thing that you do hear most years from the developers of the game, but with the added excitement of the fact that we've got it on the next gen consoles. It's interesting that they've specifically picked out the PS5's performance, because the Xbox Series X on a stats basis is supposed to be slightly better than the PS5, but the PlayStation's kind of become the go-to home for PES in the past, with the option files being much more expansive on the PS5, and it seems like the player base is larger on the platform. Of course, I think we've become used to like really good graphics, really good facial scans on PES in the past. It's been one of the highlights of the series. No matter what criticisms you can throw at the gameplay, over the years they have captured some really good facial scans for the players. Unfortunately, due to licensing, they can't get every player, which is a real shame, but for the work that they do, for the most part, is exceptional. So not a great deal of new information for us to go off here, but at least we are hearing some news on the game. It's been very, very quiet, and we are in June now. You would expect a demo to be dropping in the next couple of months. I said all this in my previous PES 2022 video, and yeah, still a little bit concerned that we're not seeing anything of the game. Of course, we are sort of entering into E3 sort of territory. Konami aren't going, but it's possible that they may drop something on YouTube or somewhere about the game to sort of capitalise on the gaming news cycle. They did say that they would be showing some stuff in the coming months, and I guess with this little snippet of news, you know, that is coming true somewhat. Well, what do you guys think for PES 2022? Is photorealism the thing that you most care about with the game, or is it the gameplay? I think a lot of us really want to see gameplay improvements going into 2022. There's some things from the last couple of years that a lot of us believe need ironing out, so hopefully that will happen. But at the minute, I mean, the thing that Kimura has pointed out is the photorealism. I think mostly he's kind of bigging up the PS5, but we'll see. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, do drop a like, and if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe for all your latest sports game news. I'll catch you in the next one.